Welcome to another video. My name is Tom. I'm kind of the crazy guy who left a corporate job as a senior financial analyst to become a YouTuber. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why I think Tesla is cheating. This is not clickbait because if you know me, you know I never clickbait. I actually stand behind that statement 100%. And in this video, I'll explain why. Now, before I do it, let me just explain something about the way my videos are structured. I value your time. I think it's more important than anything else. So I'm not going to drag you through the entire video just to hear my bottom line. If you're in a hurry, I'm just interested in giving you the information. Unless you want to hang out with me for the next 5 minutes, in that case, grab a beer, grab some coffee, and let's listen to the full analysis. And as promised, let's start with the bottom line. Now, Tesla is cheating 100%. There's no question about it. Elon Musk and Tesla found a way to hack the system. Their hack is so insane that they got their entire set of competitors from the automotive OEM industry to work to self-destruct themselves while using the same efforts to elevate Tesla. This is unheard of, unprecedented, and I've never seen it done in any other industry. Not to mention the fact that what they're doing is allowing Tesla not just to become the most profitable and successful automotive company, the efforts of these OEMs are actually allowing Tesla to take over a whole new market which could potentially be worth more than the entire automotive industry. This is insane. I highly advise that you stick around for my analysis. My name is Tom Nash, and I quit my corporate job as a senior financial analyst to break down companies for you. If there's one thing you need to know about me, I don't take bullshit from anybody. Tesla has invested in 2020 so far almost $1 billion in research and development, meaning improving its technology, improving its cost, and improving its efficiency. Beyond that, Tesla invested $2 billion in capital expenditures, meaning factories and machinery. Now, those $3 billion is a lot of money. But what if I told you that 33% of these payments and a little bit more came from their competitors? Essentially, as crazy as it sounds, the direct competitors of Tesla who are supposed to work against it are paying Tesla a lot of money to get ahead of them, which is insane. Now, if you listen to mainstream media and Gordon Johnson and all of these other bears of Tesla, you often hear the term regulatory credits. They always rely on this term to tell you why Tesla is no good. Tesla is only profitable because of regulatory credits. Now, here's the question. Have you ever wondered what these regulatory credits are? A lot of people mistakenly assume that these regulatory credits come from the government. The government is paying Tesla, and hence Tesla is not profitable. No. These regulatory credits is Tesla taking the other kids' lunch money easily and effortlessly. In the mainstream media, and sometimes when you listen to shorts like Gordon Johnson and whatnot, you always hear the term regulatory credits come up as an argument why Tesla is not really profitable. And it may sound like regulatory credits means like a government or a governmental agency is paying Tesla to be profitable, which is entirely untrue. What regulatory credits are, and I don't feel it gets enough attention, is a whole different enchilada. Regulatory credits do not come from the government or any agency. They're based on a cap system. Every car manufacturer in the United States has a cap, a limit on how much carbon emissions they can put out. And because most car manufacturers in the United States put out a lot of carbon emission cars still in 2020, I don't know how, they need a lot of regulatory credits because they're over the cap, meaning they're exceeding the limitation that is set by the government on ICE carbon emission cars. Now, they can just manufacture more electric cars, but they refuse to. They keep manufacturing these outdated ICE cars. And by that, they're creating a problem for themselves. Regulatory-wise, they're over the cap, meaning they have to buy credits from other companies who are under the cap. The main company who's under the cap is Tesla because it literally has zero emissions. So it has all of these caps saved up and it sells it to Ford and GM. Essentially, all of these other OEMs are paying Tesla a lot of money just to keep manufacturing outdated technology and not evolve, while Tesla takes this money and puts it into electric cars research and development. Now, this very simple looking Excel spreadsheet actually took a while to make. I went into the financials of each of these OEMs, Mercedes, BMW, and whatnot. And I checked what their expenditure was on research and development. I then divided it by the number of cars they sold in that year, and I got a number. That number is the amount of US dollars that goes into research and development per each single car. Now, as far as Tesla goes, they invest $2.66 thousand per every single car in R&D, which is the third highest in the world right now. 100% of these $2,600 go into R&D of electric powertrains, electric vehicles, and electric infrastructure. While all of these other manufacturers like Daimler, BMW, by definition, only a percentage of these numbers actually go to electric development. And a lot of it still goes into ICE development because they don't have a choice. That is such a compounded situation. You're paying money to get left more behind. That is the craziest hack I've ever seen in my life because they don't have a choice. If they just switch to electric today, right away, and go cold turkey, their cash flow is going to go fakak, kaput. That's it. So they have to. They're trapped in this golden trap of ICE vehicles. They still have to sell them. The switch to electric for them is much more difficult. So Tesla takes all that money and puts 100% of it into R&D, meaning it's getting ahead every year that goes by, further and further from the rest of the industry, using that same industry's money to do it. That's the greatest paradox in history. Nobody's talking about that. So no, regulatory credits don't come from the government. The government are not paying Tesla. It's the other OEMs are stuck in a trap, while Tesla takes this money and improves the cost of its cars, the efficiency, and everything else. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, how Tesla goes from 25% to 27% gross margin in a single quarter. That is how it will be able to provide a $25,000 car. That is how its gross margin is going to go up. And that is how it has enough available cash to actually invest in its energy business. And that is a whole different topic. These regulatory credits of about $1 billion per year are allowing Tesla to put in a lot of resource into its energy business, which is also breaking new records. The Q3 installations of the Powerwall went up by 80%. The demand is outgrowing the actual supply. And it's important to explain that the energy business might end up being worth much more than the automotive industry. That's the main point here, because Tesla is creating a market and an industry that is literally non-existent today. Right now, the way we think about energy is by centralized distribution. You have a company that generates the electricity and distributes it. Simple, right? You buy it off the company. Now, in order to do that, they have to set up a plant, hire employees. It's huge capex investments, which you as the consumer have to pay for. Hence, your electric bill goes up. Now, Tesla is creating a decentralized peer-to-peer system. What Tesla is trying to create here is a decentralized power distribution system in which every single house shares with every other single house the energy structure. And in fact, they have patents way over my head describing how this thing is going to be regulated and work as far as AI and software and stuff like that, which I don't understand. But here's the one thing I do understand. I understand numbers. And in my opinion, it's always a numbers game. People care about the environment, but at the end, money talks and bullshit walks. The basis of this entire system is the Tesla Powerwall. And as you saw, the demand for Powerwalls went up almost 82% in the last quarter, meaning the market is starting to understand one thing. A decentralized system like Tesla is starting to erect right now can bring down their electric bill significantly by not having a power station, employees, and all of these expenditures. They're going to switch. It's simple mathematics. And the way that Tesla has been operating, essentially getting ahead of everybody, using other OEMs' money to produce the system, essentially selling over 82% more Powerwalls, Tesla is not only the front runner in the automotive industry's future, it's also the front runner in the renewable energy distribution system. And if you consider the way the automotive division of Tesla is growing and the way their energy business is growing, by 2030, this company might be bringing on between $400 and $500 billion of revenue per year, which is insane. And that is why I think that the entry point right now for Tesla at about 420 is very exciting. This company has a very bright future in both the automotive and the energy business. And a quick message before I sign off. By the way, this is your shirt, my guy. Yeah. This just came. These are samples for my new merch. I am Tom Nash, allegedly. It actually has a QR code. So if you scan it, you actually get subscribed to my channel. So if you want to promote my channel and you want to become a part of our army, I hate saying the word army, make sure you get the merch. But I mean, it's not mandatory. My content is entirely free. Thank you so much for our channel members, our Patreons, people who've been buying our merch. Thank you so much, allegedly. We'll see you guys in the next video.